Alright, so once you've created your parts, then the next thing you want to do is you're going to create a sheet. So if I look at your OnShape one, I can go to the one that you created. And here's our part that we created. And I can go down here to this little can go down here to this little plus sign and hit create drawing. And so I'm going to just do an ANSI inch. And then I'm going to click on no view. I'm going to click OK. It's going to go ahead and load a title block in here. I'm okay with that. We're just going to leave it. We're going to use part 1. And I'm going to place that front view. And then I'm going to go above it and I'm going to get the top view. And then I'm going to go over here and I'm going to have to click the front view again. And then I'm going to move it to the right. I'm going to get the right side view. And I'm going to click that view and I'm going to go up here to the top and get a isometric. So notice I had to click the front view each time. Alright, now that I have all my views, the next thing we want to do is we have to dimension it. So if I go in here and I click on this tool here, this is the dimensioning tool. And I can click on each edge. Well, I can click on that long line, I can bring this out here. Click on this edge, bring it in. I can click on this little part here. And you can do chain dimensioning, which is where you would click on this and bring it in here. I'm not a fan of chain dimensioning, so I would not do that. Control Z and undo that. I'd actually click on this edge to this edge and bring it up this way. If for some reason it's not putting the number right in the middle, that's okay. We can adjust those things later. And then the other thing we need is the overall dimension. So let's see if I grab this and move it down some. Then I have a little bit more room to work. These arrows should be inside. I'm not sure why they are on the outside. Okay, that looks better. If you just click over here on the side, you can hit those little arrows. And then the last thing I need is the overall dimension of the width. So I click here, and I click here, and I can bring it up. Now normally we want to make sure, again, those 3 should be in the middle. On Inventor, it does make sure that all those are lined up perfectly, but it is what it is for here. If I want to do my depth, do top to bottom. And here as well. All right. And so this would be fully dimensioned because this would cover this side, this covers the overall depth, this covers the height from here to here, this covers the overall height, and this covers all my widths. If I look at where my lines are here, I've got 1, 2, 3 horizontal lines, which means I should only have 2, we subtract 1, heights. Width-wise, I have 1, 2, 3, 4 heights, or 4 vertical lines. Subtract 1, it gives me 3. So I should have 3 dimensions here. And then my depth, I've got 1, 2, 3. So then 3 minus 1 is 2. So I have 2 depths. So it's an easy way to kind of see how you should dimension it properly. This is too big. Similar to kind of how mine's a little too large for this specific sheet, especially where the title block is so large. You click on it and you right click and you click on view properties. You can go over here and change your scale size. So instead of having a 1:1 scale, I can do like a 1:2 scale or 2:1 scale if I make it bigger. I can change those things, and if I change those, it adjusts all of your stuff so then you've got a bigger work area. All right. So then that's like this one. I could actually take this. Fix it. Nope. And get that back closer to where it was. This guy needs to come out. And again, when you're dragging those dimensions, if I go back and redo these, if I just delete them, click and delete. When I'm dragging them, I put them in the middle, it's going to kind of keep what I've created. So if I click here on my dimension, and I click the height to the bottom height, wherever I place that, that's where it's actually going to kind of stay. So that's kind of what you're looking for. So then that will hopefully make it make a little bit more sense. So you're doing this for this drawing, and you're taking a snippet of it and you're putting it into your Google Classroom.